Welcome, everybody. Today, I'd like to share with you a little sequence that I do often when my back is feeling stiff, if I have really low energy, or sometimes I use it as a little warm up before a longer practice. But it can be done from any seated position. So, if you can sit on the mat comfortably, or up on a prop or a bolster, or even a chair will work for this sequence. So just find your way into a comfortable seat. And then we're just going to hold a little mudra here. So left hand's going to be on bottom. Right hand just rests in the left palm and the thumbs are going to touch. And then from here, we're just going to let the hands rest into the thighs. Close the eyes. And we're going to move through a breath practice that's called pranayama. Um, The breath practice is called pranayama. The actual name of the specific breath is samavriti, and it's an equal breath. So the inhale and the exhale will be the same length. So again, closing the eyes and beginning with this next inhale through the nose, we're going to follow a count of 4. So inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, inhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just letting that breath return to a natural rhythm. Keeping the breath being guided now through the nose on both the inhales and the exhales as we were just working. And then on the next inhale, just gently blink the eyes open. And we're going to bring the hands to the hips. So for this first movement, we're going to just pretend there's like a beach ball underneath each arm. And the elbows are going to stick out to the sides here. So on the inhale, we'll be nice and tall through the spine, and without letting the hips really sway to the sides on the exhale, we're just going to start to reach that left elbow to the left. Inhale back to center, and exhale the right elbow to the right. So just moving side to side here, inhaling to center each side. So not a big side stretch here, but by keeping both of those sit bones rooted down, you're probably going to get a little deeper stretch than you're used to. So going nice and slow with this. And it's probably going to be mostly focused in the hips and that low back for you. We'll do one more each side. Inhaling to center, exhaling to the side. Last one. And returning to center. And then just pausing. We're going to bring those palms to the knees now. And for seated cat-cow, we're going to start with that tailbone. So on the inhale, start by tilting the pelvis forward and follow that all the way up the spine, and just a gentle lift of the chin at the top. And from that tailbone again on the exhale, start to tilt the pelvis back, draw the navel in, middle spine, upper spine, neck and head come forward. And then inhaling again from the base of the spine, open up through the chest, just a gentle lift through the chin, and nice and slow exhaling back. So really moving slow with this one, exploring each vertebrae as we do, and just letting the shoulders, the head, and the neck kind of follow along, but really engaging through the belly here with this one. So 1 or 2 more rounds like this. As you're exhaling, just notice those shoulder blades slide apart from one another. And as you're inhaling, try to guide them down the back and towards the spine. And then finding your way back to center now. Kind of combine those movements. So think of this as coming from your navel. So again, on the inhale, arching forward just like we did with the cat pose. And this time on the exhale, we're going to take it over to the left, slowly leaning back, going to the right, and then forward. So again, nice and slow. And just think about tracing a circle with the navel here and letting the rest of the spine, the shoulders, the neck, everything kind of follow along from there. So the circles can be as small or as large as feels good for you today. Try to relax the jaw. You can even close the eyes here. We'll do one more round in this direction. And then when you come back to the front position, we'll just switch directions. So again, just finding a rhythm and a breath that works for you. So half of the circles in inhale, half of the circles in exhale. And again, just kind of focusing in on that navel as drawing that little circle, and then the rest of the spine and body kind of follows along here. Let's do one more round in this direction. And then finding your way back to center, just pausing and taking it into a little twist flow now. So let's bring the right palm to the left knee. Bring the left hand on top of the right palm. And with that nice tall spine on the inhale, try to draw up through the crown of the head. Keep the hips both rooting down again. And let's inhale to open towards that left side. And on the exhale, just bring that left palm back to the knee and the hand. So inhaling to open and exhaling to come forward. So just a few more like that. Try to draw the shoulder blade down the back. Roll the shoulder open as you're twisting. One more like this. Exhaling. And this time when we open, we're going to hold. So starting to twist a little bit deeper towards that left side. And now we'll bring those fingertips down behind us as a little kickstand. Take a moment to roll that left shoulder back and then the shoulder blade down towards the spine. The gaze is just going to follow the rest of the spine here, so we're not overturning in the neck. Can keep this right palm rooted down on the thigh or the knee. And just check in with the hips, make sure they're both balanced equally here again. Feel the belly working. That's where most of the twist is coming from. So one more breath here. And we're going to keep the twist in the spine. But on the next inhale, just slowly start to turn the gaze towards that right shoulder. Just enough until you kind of feel maybe a mild stretch in the neck. And then pause and soften the eyes. Just another few breaths here. Staying tall through the crown of the head. Keep the shoulder blades rolling back and down so they're moving towards the spine. And then on the next inhale again, just turning the gaze back to that left shoulder. We're going to keep the right hand on the knee. And on the exhale, slowly untwist. We're going to bring this left hand to the opposite knee. So we're in a little X with the arms. And without overusing the neck here, start to tilt the pelvis back. Middle spine kind of reaches back. Upper spine comes forward a little bit here. So you're getting a nice stretch into that upper spine region between the shoulder blades. Again, don't just drop the head. Kind of keep the back of the neck a little long here. Feel like you're drawing that navel back. Another breath. And then inhale, keep this left hand where it is. Coming back to a tall spine. We'll bring the right hand on top of the left. Go through that sequence on the other side. So on that inhale, nice and tall through the spine. And start to open towards the right side this time. And on the exhale, we'll bring the palm back to the knee. Inhaling to open, twisting from the navel all the way up the spine, and exhaling back. Inhaling, twist, and exhaling. Just one more like that. Exhaling back to center. And again, this time when we open, we're going to hold the twist for a moment. So bring these back fingertips down behind you as a little kickstand. Take this back shoulder, this right shoulder, roll it back and then down. Stay tall through the spine here, and from the navel, see if you can twist just a little bit deeper through the spine without overturning the neck. So the neck is just following the rest of the spine here. And you'll start to notice with the sequence how much these twists and these circular movements really bring heat from the body. This is actually a really good sequence to use if you're feeling hot and you need to release a little heat. One more breath here. Keep the twist in the spine. We're just going to slowly start to turn the gaze now towards that left shoulder, just as much as is comfortable with the neck here. Stay tall through the crown of the head. Soften the eyes, soften the jaw, another breath. And on the inhale, let's first turn that gaze back towards the right shoulder now. Keep the left hand where it is on the knee. And then on the exhale, twisting forward, we're going to bring the right hand to the left knee. Come back to our little X here. You can always slide them back a little closer if you need to as well. And then from here, start to tilt the pelvis back. The mid-spine tilts back, the navel reaches back, and then finally the upper spine and the shoulders can relax forward a bit here. Just finding a little stretch between those shoulder blades. Again, keep the back of the neck a little long here, so don't just drop the head completely. One more breath here. And then from the tailbone, start to tilt the pelvis forward, nice and slow, opening back up through the spine. Let the arms come back. Hands can find another comfortable place on the thighs for a moment here. And now bring your hands to heart center. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, that upper spine's going to reach away from the fingertips. On the inhale, open the heart wide, lift through the sternum. Exhale, hands come back in front, heart goes away from the hands, thumbs to the heart center on the inhale. And again, exhaling forward. You can even tilt the pelvis back. Inhale to really open the chest, shoulder blades slide down the spine. Exhaling forward and inhaling to center. Just 2 more times like that. Exhaling forward, inhaling to open, exhaling forward and back to center. And one last round. Use your own breath. This is another good one where you can just kind of close the eyes, let it become a little meditation. And then finally the thumbs will meet back at heart center. Pause for a moment. Release the hands down. Now I'm going to turn just so you can see my shoulder a little bit. You'll stay where you are. So coming into some shoulder rolls, but a little different than you might normally do. So in the shoulder rolls I like to do, there's a motion of rolling the shoulders forward and then rolling the shoulders back. So you can try that a few times, rolling them forward, rolling them back. One more. And just kind of notice the difference in the chest muscles and where the scapula are on the back. And then the other movement will be one that isn't our favorite usually. We're going to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. And then on the exhale, we're going to lower the shoulders down as much as we can. So use a little muscular effort there to really try to slide those scapula down. So lifting them up and exhaling them down. And when you put that slow muscular effort into it, you can really start to kind of limit the movement to the range that feels a little bit more comfortable to you. So one more. And now we're going to put that in together into the shoulder rolls. So starting, roll the shoulders forward. We're going to bring them up, roll them back, down, and again forward. So just a few rounds in this direction. Again, moving slow so you can really start to come into contact with all the muscles of the shoulder area here. And this, again, is another region where you're going to feel a surprising amount of heat probably being released. We hold a lot of tension in this area. One more this direction. And then on the exhale, we're going to reverse. So you're going to roll the shoulders back, come up, roll them forward and down. So just a few rounds here. So you're focusing on the shoulder movement, but let the spine and the head kind of bobble or do what they kind of want to do here. One more round. And then just release the hands back onto the thighs for a moment. And then from here, just moving up to that neck area. On the exhale, we're just going to tilt the chin. So we're going to keep the back of the neck long. Tilt the chin down towards that little notch, probably not touching. I know I can't. And then from here, just tracing the collarbone with the chin, moving towards that left shoulder. Pause, rolling through center and towards that right shoulder. Pause. And just nice and slow. One side is an inhale. One side is an exhale. Not overdoing, again, just kind of being curious. So staying within the range of motion here that's most comfortable. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. One more round. And just be curious as to which side might be a little tighter. And the next time that the chin comes back to center, pausing here. We'll inhale the chin back up. So now we're going to reach the hands behind us. Just kind of interlace the hands. The elbows can be as bent as they need to be. Try to drag the knuckles down a little bit more. So we're trying to, again, roll the shoulder blades towards one another and down the spine to open that chest. And then from there, just dropping that chin. One more time. And this time, one trace to the left, one trace to the right. Come back to center, gaze up just slightly with the chin. So again, keep thinking length in the back of the neck without crunching into the vertebrae. And then on the exhale, bring the chin back down. We'll release those hands. Bring the hands back to the knees. And to finish up, I'm just going to do a little bit of a third eye meditation. So bring your thumb to your third eye, so right between the eyebrows. And we're just going to gently press into that area. Let the skull kind of press back a little bit. So super sensitive area here. So really be gentle, just enough pressure to feel it into the skin. It's a very calming point. You can close the eyes. And we've taken about 3 breaths here. So now we're just going to do 3 circles in either direction, nice and slow. So you're just giving a little massage here. And then just switching directions for 3 more circles. 1, 2. The bottom of that 3rd circle, just release the hand back down. We'll return to the left hand on bottom, right hand on top, thumbs touch. Let the hands relax into the thighs, close the eyes. And one more time, we'll return to that Samavriti balanced breath. So again, inhaling through the nose for a count of 4, and exhaling through the nose for a count of 4. So with your next inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, inhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Last round, inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. And again, just letting the breath now become natural in its rhythm. Try to soften the eyes here. Relax that point right between the eyebrows that we were just gently massaging. Soften the throat. Relax the jaw. And when you're ready, just gently blinking the eyes open. Thank you all for joining me today. Namaste.